Many consulting firms are built on expertise. Clients hire experienced advisors because they want judgment, insight, and the ability to solve complex problems. As firms grow, however, leaders often discover that expertise alone does not create consistency. Knowledge lives in people's heads. Different consultants approach similar situations differently, naturally. New team members take time to learn how work actually is performed within the agency. This leads to an important question. What is the relationship between expertise and process? One of the biggest misconceptions I encounter is the belief that firms must somehow choose between the two. In reality, expertise and process serve different purposes. Expertise is judgment. It's the ability to interpret information, assess risk, recognize patterns, and make decisions when there isn't an obvious answer. It's really why consultants are hired. Process is structure. It defines how work moves through the organization, who is responsible, what information is needed, and what outcomes should be produced. The challenge many firms encounter is that expertise alone does not guarantee consistency. Two highly capable consultants may deliver excellent work while approaching it completely differently. The opportunity is not to eliminate those differences. The opportunity is to create enough structure around the work so that expertise can be applied more consistently across the organization. This is where process becomes very valuable. Process is not a substitute for professional judgment, obviously. Instead, it creates a framework that supports it. It establishes common expectations around workflows, responsibilities, information, and deliverables. Within that framework, consultants continue to apply their expertise, their knowledge, interpretation. This is where process becomes valuable. Process is not a substitute for professional judgment, of course not. Instead, it creates a framework that supports it. It establishes common expectations around workflows, responsibilities, information, and deliverables. Within that framework, consultants continue to apply their expertise, interpretation, and client-specific expertise. This distinction becomes even more important as firms begin exploring AI and automation. Many leaders ask, what can be automated? But I think a better question is, what should be standardized and what should continue to rely on human judgment? Activities such as documentation, workflow management, and information gathering often benefit from process and automation. Strategic recommendations and complex client decisions continue to depend on experienced professionals, on their knowledge. I think firms making the most progress understand the balance. They are not trying to replace expertise. They are creating operating systems that allows expertise to scale. Ultimately, the goal is not process instead of expertise. Of course not. The goal is process supporting expertise. When those two things work together, firms become more consistent, more scalable, and better prepared for future growth. Thanks for watching.